Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt here, and today we are going to go over how to prepare for the PPP application with Bank of America. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I have new videos coming out all the time about this application, about this whole process with the PPP loan and Bank of America, and new business videos that might help you in growing your business wherever you may be. So go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that this PPP program has been a bit crazy lately. And that's because you have millions and millions and millions of businesses applying for the same program through mostly the same banks. And these banks all have to process these loans as quickly as possible for these millions of clients that they have. And so the process has been a bit crazy. So what I'm doing today is talking to you guys about what you can do to prepare so that you don't get skipped. Because if you are not prepared and you don't have what you need when they're processing your application, they will just skip you. And you don't want to be skipped, because that means that who knows how many more people will be put in front of you before they reach out to correct any issues you have. Because you have to understand that these banks are trying to get through these applications as fast as possible because of the sheer amount of applications that are coming in at the same time. So to make sure that you don't get skipped when you are applying for the PPP with Bank of America, I'm gonna share you a few tips that you need to make sure that you're doing in order to stay on top of things. Number one, make sure that you are following all the requirements that Bank of America has made. So to apply for the loan with Bank of America, you need to either have one of the two here. You need to be a small business with a checking account and a small business lending relationship, inclusive of credit card, open no later than February 15, 2020. Or a small business checking account open no later than February 15, 2020, and you do not have a business credit card with any other bank. So you need to fall in one of those two categories for you to be even considered for the PPP loan with Bank of America. Second, make sure that you have all the necessary documents. Like I said, if you don't have the necessary documents when your application is being processed and you're not ready to go, they will simply skip you. They have way too many applicants coming in at the same time. So I urge you and I recommend you to make sure that your application isn't delayed because of a careless mistake. So Bank of America is following the guidelines that the US Treasury has put out on the requirements that they need in order to process the loan. So some of the documents you might need are a 2019 payroll, and that's the total payroll for the full year of 2019 by employee, as reported to the IRS. So if you have employees that you've paid in 2019, make sure that you have your payroll ready to go that proves all the payments that you've made for your employees in the year of 2019. If you work with independent contractors, Bank of America would require you to have a 2019 independent contractor costs. And that's the listing of 1099s for 2019 independent contractors. So any independent contractors that you had working for you in 2019, but not for services don't count, you're gonna have to upload the 1099s that you had for those independent contractors. Now, if your business was started at the end of 2019, maybe the beginning of 2020, you still are eligible, you still do get to apply for the PPP loan with Bank of America because you opened your business account before February 15. So Bank of America would require you to have a payroll report as of February 15, 2020, or the closest date after that date by employee. So any employees that you've had for the year of 2020 before February 15, you would have to have your payroll report to prove that you've made those payments to them. Another important document for you to have is your income profit loss statement. So you need to prove what you've made and what you've spent in the year of 2019 and the year of 2020 before February 15. And you're gonna do that with your profit loss statement. So make sure you have that ready. Now, these are some of the few documents that are mentioned on the Bank of America website, but I would take a step further if I were you. I would gather as many documents as I can to prove my income, to prove my payroll, to prove anything possible, to make sure that they have everything they need when they're processing your application to see that, yeah, you are eligible to receive your PPP loan. And if you don't have those documents personally, reach out to your CPA as soon as possible and have them email it to you as soon as possible so that you can have those ready when the application is being processed. Because they will be giving you a phone call asking if you have all the necessary documents ready. So I'd recommend you get all of those together so that when you receive that phone call, you can just tell the guy on the phone, hey, I have all the documents ready, I uploaded it, and I'm good to go. That way they will push your application forward. And that's exactly what happened to me. I received a phone call from Bank of America and I filmed it, and you guys can watch that video right here. And in that video, you'll see that they gave me a phone call to make sure that I have all the necessary documents so that they can push my application forward so I can go on to the next step. So when applying for the PPP loan, preparation is success, because remember, millions of businesses are applying at the same time. Make sure that you are not left behind because of a careless mistake. And then lastly, once you have all your documents ready and after you have applied and you're waiting for that email, I would say for you to be attentive to the emails and the phone calls that you're getting, because Bank of America will be reaching out to you. So don't make the mistake of missing an email or a phone call because you skipped it or you just didn't see it or it got buried in your email somewhere. Make sure you're always paying attention to that. Make sure that you have your notifications on and you're getting alerts anytime you get a phone call, a text, or an email or anything. Make sure you are always paying attention to that. And also very important is for you to stay up to date with the new information that's coming out, because this PPP loan, it's been changing a lot over the past few days, weeks, and even month. And it's very different today than what it was a couple weeks ago even. So stay up to date with the new information that the government is always putting out. And I recommend, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you're always up to date with the information, because anything I'm learning about this process with the PPP loan and Bank of America, I'm filming it and I'm putting it on this channel. So subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so that other people can see it also and they get to receive some help also with this application. Now, this video isn't to scare anyone. I'm not trying to put fear in you and make you worried, you know, are they gonna skip me or are they not? I'm just trying to make sure that everyone is prepared so that when they look at your application, you have the highest chance of not being delayed and being successful in receiving your funding as soon as possible. And to do that, we need to be prepared. We need to be on our toes, making sure that we're always looking at the new information and we're always helping each other out here. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can leave that in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.